traveling solo with her daughter since 2016.
Started discovering myself more and more through travel. I realized that this is my passion and that I really find myself more and more when I go on these solo trips.
She's inspiring moms to pursue their travel dreams.
My message to mothers is just to let go and don't think too much before you plan that trip. Just go for the first trip and see how it makes you feel.
NewsX influencer A-List proudly recognizes Dinaz Rai Singhani for influence in travel.
Hello and welcome. You're joining us on yet another episode of NewsX Influencer A-List. With us today is a very, very special influencer. Her name is Dinaz Rai Singhani, but she has been solo backpacking with her daughter since 2016. Firstly, a very warm welcome to the show, Dinaz. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much, Paridhi. Thank you for having me here.
All right. So, you started backpacking in 2016, if I'm not mistaken, right? And it's been 5 years since you started this, and you're already at a reach of 12.8 thousand. Tell us what the journey has been like a little bit first.
So, Paridhi, it started very on a whim for me. Actually, I didn't really think about content creation at the time because when I conceived my child, I had a desire to go backpacking to Europe with her. After coming back, I started writing about my experiences, and it was actually a way for me to remember the trip and for my daughter to probably grow up and then check up social media, my account, and read what we had done. So it was like that, I started blogging about it. But then I saw a lot of interest from fellow parents. I saw a lot of interest from young mothers who, DM'd me and asked me, hey, where did you stay? How did you manage? And is it even possible to take a child, as young as a year old to Europe and do your own thing and have a really nice time and come back? And I said, yes, it is possible. And that's when I realized that there is a sort of a gap in the market where a lot of people don't know about backpacking as a doable lifestyle in India, and more so with a child. So that's what I tried to address in my content more and more. It's been like I started documenting very religiously from 2018 onwards, not 2016. So it's just been like three and a half years now of me seriously, into it. But it's been a great journey in the sense that I've made a lot of friends from the social media community, fellow people who like traveling, who, like being wild and free. And I've also met mothers who really are on the verge of wanting to travel, but don't really know how to do it. So this is the entire world that I have found thanks to social media and thanks to the community that we've created. So that's been my journey so far.
Okay, so two things I've understood, from this, Dinaz, and we're going to break these two down and talk about them. Firstly, a solo woman backpacker. And secondly, a solo woman backpacker who's traveling with her baby. So let's talk about the first bit first. What is it like to be a woman traveler? Because we step out of the house. I know for a fact, if I step out of the house, my parents warn me, you're going out at night, be safe. You out here are traveling the world. What is it like to be a woman traveler?
I would say that it has its own set of challenges, and like any other kind of travel, it is unique in its own space. I started traveling within India more in the beginning, and then after I got married, I started traveling with my husband a lot, and we backpacked almost everywhere. And that's when I got the entire chaska of trying to budget travel and then finding your own way and taking risks and everything. And I liked it so much that I said, hey, let me take my own trips now. So I started going on my solo travels.
Was it scary at first when you just started out?
Of course. Yes. Because, that initial fear is there of more than paranoia than fear, I think, of what will happen. And I, belong to a setting wherein, I never used to take too many risks as a child and everything. And I have a very loving family, a very protective family, And I don't think that, one day my parents would have imagined that I would just leave with a rucksack somewhere. Yeah. So when that started happening, it was both joy and fear, mix of both of them for me. But as the years went by and I started discovering myself more and more through travel, I realized that this is my passion and that I really find myself more and more when I go on these solo trips. I get a chance to reconnect. So it's been an amazing journey so far.
And what is it like and to baby? Go ahead. Then we'll come to your daughter.
Yeah, sure. And the second part of the the question was, of course, it has its challenges because, as a woman in any country, I mean, not even India, not only India, I think there are a lot of challenges. But we got to look at it at the, with a completely holistic perception, and we need to plan, we need to do our research, and go by gut instinct. I think the female gut instinct is really, really strong, and we tend to sense danger before it happens. Usually that happens. So I think whatever you do at home, and whatever instincts you carry with yourself as a woman, carry them whenever you're traveling solo as well. And I think they will help you definitely.
So what all places have you traveled till now?
Yeah, I have gone mostly, like I've been around 23 states of India, and from we've been to Kashmir to not Kanyakumari, but then to Kerala, up to Kerala, and Ladakh in the northern part. And a lot of the travels also have been with my husband. But then I started traveling more, I've been to Auroville on an internship, and it was more me, wanting to explore the place and the entire community. Auroville is this world community in South India near Pondicherry. So I spent an internship summer there, and it was completely unplanned, and it was amazing. And then I keep going to these music festivals whenever they happen, and then I take a few days off. I traveled to the Zero Fest in Arunachal Pradesh a couple of years ago, and it's always been a fantastic experience, with or without, being married or being a mother or anything. I think everyone should just take a solo trip as a female and just experience it for themselves.
Is it empowering, Danaz, to just be out there by yourself? Is it very empowering?
It is a revelation, I would say. It's empowering in the sense that, you have to depend on yourself for everything. And you have to know that, there's just you for your challenges and for your answers. And
also it's breaking a certain barrier, right? Because there's a certain barrier that exists that says that, mothers cannot go out and travel. And especially with a baby, it's absolutely impossible to do it. You're also breaking that certain barrier. So do you feel like traveling with your child has in fact been, exciting? It has been, and it has been an even more empowering experience than, let's say, if you had done this 10 years ago?
Absolutely. I think the entire experience of me traveling solo and then traveling with a child has been two different spaces completely. One, because I never even dreamt that I would actually backpack to Germany with her when she was a year old, wear her on me and then wear the backpack and then go to a hostel and check in and then, live life like that. And we spent a good week and a half there. We traveled to 3 cities in Germany, and it was so empowering because of the fact that I was in a non-English speaking country. I did not know anybody there. I did not have a local phone number to call. And all my baby had was me, I didn't even have the other parents. So I could not rely on, hey, this went wrong. So what can we do? That sort of a backup thing. So I always needed to have a plan B. What if this fails? What should I do? And I needed to make my own decisions, because we were using public transport most of the time. We never used to go on taxis and everything. Most of our stays are in B&Bs and hostels in Europe. So these are very, very new things even for me, with a child, because I used to go to hostels before, but with a child, it's a completely different ballgame altogether. So when I experienced and explored that, hey, she's picking it up and she's able to take it, that is when I also felt like, I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just me and my child trying to bond in another country. And it was so beautiful because we remember those memories, we cherish those memories, and I want to do it for the rest of my life.
What is your message then, Danaz, before we let you go? Because we've run out of time. I want to quickly ask you, what's your message to mothers out there who want to travel and who want to travel their heart out?
My message to mothers is just to let go and don't think too much before you plan that trip. Just go for that first trip and see how it makes you feel, and come back and then recalculate and calibrate about how the trip went. If it went well, take a second one. If not, you always learn and you always take a better trip next time.
All right. Thank you so much, Danaz, for being with us, and more power to you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.